If you could upgrade your 4S system to a 6S system for basically free, would you do it? I did it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. Stay tuned.
Family I see. Welcome to the family. Subscribe.
So this is my first new Hobbywing setup. I've had two used ones with other rigs that I've gotten, one being a Rustler 6S, and then another one being a 3S that came with a Fortec. Also, I think I'm gonna try to get this for my Rustler too, because I really did like that 6S system in there. Anyway, so I'm gonna share this experience with you. We'll take a look at what's included. I'll share how you basically can upgrade for free, and then I'll get it installed, show you that, and then we'll go and do some speed tests with it. So let's get into it. All right, I'm excited. What do I open first? I will open up the motor, left to right. All right, okay, so yeah, I'm excited. I've never got to open up a new system, so yeah, I've had a couple new RC cars, but a lot of the rigs I've gotten have been used too, because I just find such good deals. A lot of times people are getting out of the hobby and whatnot. Let me tell you, this thing has got some weight to it. My goodness, look at. Should I break out the scale? I don't know, but yeah, this thing's yeah. My gosh, I wonder if it's all in the cables. I'm just kidding. Let's get it out of there. My goodness, this has a heft to it. Way more than I thought it would. I am very surprised. You know what? Oh, pounds and ounces. Maybe I didn't have it in pounds and ounces. Let's see what it says now. Yeah, 1.4. This is only 13 ounces, or close to 14 ounces. So this is a couple ounces more. I felt like it was going to be a lot more, and it kind of still feels like a almost significant difference. Although this does feel heavier than I remember. Now, I don't know how much of that's going to be in these long cables, but it just feels like right here at the base, it just feels a little heavier. But it could just be mental. All right, so we got that open. All right, so now we're moving on to the speed controller, 150 amp. Some specifications. Won't get through all that. All right, let's go ahead and cut this open. All right. Let's see if that was enough. All right. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put that next to a Spectrum 6S system that we have right after we pull out everything. And I know there's plenty of unboxings for this, but still. So that plate, there's the screws. I'm gonna see if this plate can be modified to fit the Traxxas. You know, maybe add a couple holes or something like that, and or maybe it'll be a direct fit, but I don't think it is. And obviously, you have the zip tie, some screws, and some of that 3M tape, which is absolute magic. If applied right, it will pretty much be a good permanent fit. And then instructions, Hobbywing stickers, and this sheet on how to program your ESC that you can put on your programming card. So yeah, my 6S ESC looks like a hot mess. Whoops, hit the camera. I got this used when I bought the Typhon, which I did a video about. We'll link that above. But I ended up burning this out and then throwing an older 6S system into it, and it's been doing good ever since. But yeah, so this thing is a bit of a mess. It's ready for obviously dual batteries, which I'm thinking I might do on this as well. But anyway, so let's take a, hopefully you can see. Definitely looks like a bigger fan. Well, it definitely is a bigger fan on the Spectrum. Is this, I believe this is also a 150, isn't it? Yeah, this is 150 amp. This is 150 amp. But side by side, they are pretty close. This one still has screws in it. Height wise, the Spectrum is also, they're pretty darn close all the way around, except for this one having a bigger fan. This one has the cat pack in the lead, which was already kind of chewed up when I got it. And then I unwrapped it to take a closer look. This one has it built into the system itself. And then these bullet connectors just look a lot bigger than the connectors that are, you know, on the Spectrum. So something to keep in mind. A lot bigger leads on here. Cleaner setup overall, because most of the cabling is actually on the motor rather than on the ESC. But anyway, so that's a closer look. Yeah, I'm gonna explain to you how you can pretty much trade across, which if you haven't figured it out already. So shout out to DoRC for doing an in-depth review and a pretty tough torture test on this combo. His review sparked this idea for this upgrade. I'll link that video in the description below. So looking up his system after seeing his review, I saw a review on their main saying how they put this system in their Maxx and loved it. Well, buying a new system for my Maxx wasn't in my budget. I have other rigs and other vehicles that need more TLC than my Maxx does, and I'm sure a lot of you could agree. So I decided I wanted to look up how much does a used 4S VXL system even sell for. And to my surprise, it sells for quite a bit more than this budget 6S system sells for. So I sold my 4S system and bought this system for no additional money out of pocket. And I believe the market will support this move for some time to come, as Traxxas kind of has a pretty hefty tax. So there are a couple things that I feel that are worth mentioning. One, this system is a 2000 kV, which is less kV than the stock motor at 2400. They do offer a higher 2600 kV motor for $5 less, but it's only rated for 4S. Two, the Maxx stock pinion is a 24 tooth, which gets my Maxx around 51 miles per hour, which is perfect. I'm fine with that. But I have a 29 tooth just sitting around, and I'm hoping that it'll fit and that I can get around 50 miles an hour with low temps on 4S and primarily run this on 4S. And three, and Main Hobbies has a $10 off coupon floating around, which basically covers tax. So $125 and change is all you'll have to pay to get a good 6S system that runs cool and is basically a straight across trade, or for some will even make money doing. Quick update, I'm so excited. I just sold the VXL 3S system I had in here with fans on it for enough, well, $5 short, but enough to order another 6S system for it. So I'm going to be running the same quick run 6S system in my Maxx and my Rustler. Oh, I'm so stoked. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this up, solder up an EC5 on here, and get it installed, and we'll be right back. Dang, I'm so bummed. I did like such a good soldering job, and then when I went to put in the clip on it, I ended up busting one of the prongs off. Now I gotta redo all of it. So we got the plug soldered on there. I kind of scratched it up when I was putting the plug on. I ran it as a single because I didn't really have any 10 gauge wire, but I do have this series adapter, so if I need to run two 3S packs or two 2S packs, I can use this. I trust it on 6S. I wouldn't trust it necessarily on 8S, which I won't be, obviously this doesn't run, but yeah, so there we go. Something to note is the back plate didn't work. It doesn't fit around the size of the can's just too big, but there's 4 screws holding the motor plate on, so, and it actually rests in the tray pretty well. It's like a real snug fit, so you shouldn't have any problems. So you'll notice how there's a divot there.
This is actually intended to go or be mounted to the ESC upside down, and then you can use these. However, it pulls it too close to the center there, and it won't actually line up and fit. So what I did was I just flipped this over and screwed it in, and then I'm going to use the two-sided tape and use most of the surface to adhere the ESC down, which I think will be just fine. Just make sure you clean this off with alcohol and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know in case you guys have a Max. And that's how it came out, looking pretty good. First, I was a little discouraged because this one felt smaller than the 4S system that was in there, but you know, sometimes things are just designed better. So, only other thing is, I want to get a fan. It just feels weird not having a fan on my motor too. But for testing purposes, this will be perfect. I'm also super excited because my second one of these came in, and that's going in my Rustler. So that's going to be a future video. But I'm super stoked. Yeah, now it's time to go and do some speed runs. The goal, we'll see, but I'm thinking 3S, 4S, and 6S speed runs with the stock gearing. I already mentioned this, I can't put my 29 tooth in there because my spur is too big. I need to get a smaller spur. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. All right, so our first speed test is gonna be on 3S. I already got everything hooked up. Kind of waited for things to clear up. Let's see. I'm not expecting too much, but I'm looking forward to being pleasantly surprised. No wheelies, no wheelies. But it does got a little bit of, it does take off pretty good, but I ain't got nothing to worry about. Ain't breaking no records. Very controllable. Also a good place to start off considering I can sense it's pulling to the left. Oh, that's much better. All right, let's bring it back in and see how it's how fast it was. Wow, solid 33 miles an hour. Not too bad. All right, let's get the 4S battery in there and see how it does, huh? We're throwing out this thing, but it's working good to set RC cars on. All right, let's get it changed out. We got it zeroed off. We got 4S installed. Mind you, this is the stock pinion. I think is a 24, I said, right? 24 tooth pinion. 50 tooth spur. So we'll see what 4S does, huh? Let's see if I can get a wheelie. Yeah, still got wheel. Now we got wheelie power. Let's see. Full speed. Now that zips right there. Ooh, that's zipping. It's definitely not 50 miles an hour fast, but whoa, it's ballooning all right. That's wild. Okay, let's turn it around and see how well we get here. One more time. Ooh, tweak. All right, this is gonna be a nightmare on 6S. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna guess 40 to 40, like 42. 42, that's what I'm gonna guess, 42. Oh, now that's a real pleasant surprise right there. 47. Wow, so I lost, let's see, I was roughly getting 51, or yeah, 51, so I lost 4 miles an hour, but off of what, 400 kV. I think the 4S, the motor that was in here was a 2400 kV motor. So that's awesome. I'm actually quite happy with that. I gotta check the temps though. I didn't bother checking the temps on on 3S, because if there was issues with temps on 3S, then I mean that would have really been a bummer. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm actually quite happy with that. I may not gear up. All right, let's see what the temp gun tells us. And oh, it's not even warm, guys. What? No, it doesn't feel that hot. No, something ain't right. Oh, this ain't right at all. What is going on with my gun here? I'm gonna hold on a second, because I mean, I know it's about 90 degrees outside, or no, close to 100 degrees outside, but like I know I'm not 159 degrees, right? So something ain't right. It's showing 168. $166. Maybe it is that. I don't know. I mean, what's this? Controller's also reading that too. 150, 160. I mean, come on. Something. I don't know if I can trust the temps on that. Let's go ahead and get a 6S run and see if I'm nervous. I might pop the tires, but I'm only gonna get it if I can't control it. I'm not gonna pin it. So let's see how it goes. Let's get it swapped out. 6S in there. Got it zeroed off. There's nothing really to hold the battery down, so I don't want to like push it. Maybe one wheelie. No. I feel like based off of the way these tires ballooned on 4S, I could risk there's a risk that I could pop all 4 tires. All right, let's see. Let's ease into it. Woo! I was like halfway through the throttle and still wanted to lift off for the wheelie. That's crazy. All right, let's do this again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I'd have to get some street tires or something. All right, ease into it. Ah, I'm glad I didn't lose control of the car. My gosh. It's like hydroplaning. I mean, the front tires are lifting off no matter what I do. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to keep it on the ground enough. Oh, maybe if I turn down the I think the TSM was kicking in because of the lack of control. All right, hold on a second. Let's see how what that did for us. Okay, I got 53 on that one. Let's see if I turn down this TSM if I have better luck. 53, but that was like I don't know, like a little over half throttle. Hold on, let's see if we can. Oh my God, at full throttle it started to lift off. Whoa, it still tried to do a wheelie at full throttle. I mean, I didn't even get to punch it actually. It was like a little over 3/4 and it started to do a wheelie. Oh, and it probably didn't hold long enough to really get a different. Oh my gosh, 57. I would say this got to about 65 in it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach it because these tires just ballooning too much. I don't know, one more pass. That was insane. Where's this truck going? I'll wait. I'll give it a chance to cool down. I'm sure it's probably warm in there. All right, one last pass. SJT always says, okay, one more time. I mean, I don't know.
This is crazy. It's like nerve-wracking, exciting. I still didn't get to touch it full throttle. Oh, I thought I heard a car coming. Oh gosh. Okay, one more time. One more time. Oh my gosh, this is nerve-wracking. All right, I'm gonna start a little further down so I can ease into it. All right, one more time, here we go. Dang, I went to go to touch it on full throttle. I mean, I was over 3/4. I went to push it the rest of the way and it started to do a wheelie. Yeah, this thing is just crazy. We got up to 58 miles an hour. I know there's more in it. I just don't know if these wheels will allow it to do it. Let's go see what the temps say now. I'm not quite sure if I'm trusting the gun, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That was crazy. So far, with no fans on it, I'm pretty happy with how this is performing. I'm scared to touch it. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, I can't keep my finger on that at all. And it's not showing much hotter. 167. Come on. 170, 176, 175. Which, if that was real, wouldn't be all that bad. Definitely want to get a fan on it, even though I'm going to run it primarily in 4S. Don't really feel like I need to gear it up. I guess I have to see. If it can do backflips and stuff, I'll still be happy. If not, then I would gear it, at least lower the spur down a couple teeth. Probably give me a little more air control. So it's 147 and 170. 170. Let's do the back over here. Yeah, it ain't giving me no accurate. I don't know. 165, 170 doesn't seem, it seems hotter than that. I don't know. First it seemed like it wasn't that hot. This could be what 170 feels like. It's hard to say. I don't know if my batteries are low on this or what. I'm gonna have to get another temp gun just to have a cross reference. But anyway, yeah, that was been absolutely crazy. I was, oh, I better not. Okay, so shut that off. I never got it to here, right? I got it to like here, and then when I would get to in this range, it would wheelie still. I never got it to go all the way, and I never held it down there very long because it was starting to swerve. I don't know, it's crazy. But to upgrade from 4S to this for basically free and a little effort, that was totally worth it. I still want to get fans for it though, just because I like to have fans in all my stuff. I don't know how well a fan will fit in here. That's a whole nother thing, but we will have to see. This thing ain't moving though. It's really locked in there, even though it doesn't have that back brace. Anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment if you would actually do this upgrade, or you know, if you have any questions, or just if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, be blessed and have as much fun as possible.